In this video on retirement, I'm going to focus on an area which is probably very important to most people, and that is loneliness. Loneliness in retirement. We all know how this can come about. It's especially so, for example, if you live alone, if you're a widow or widower, or you've lost your partner, and you go into retirement and you are alone. You've lost your colleagues at work, your workmates, the people you generally associated with, at least a fair amount of time, and now you have all of this time on your own. And even if you're married, even if you do have a partner living at home, it's not quite the same. You need people outside of that relationship. Otherwise it can become quite stifling and boring. You might have lived with the same person for years. I've been married for 63 years. My wife and I don't spend all of our time together. We do our own things, even in the same home, to a large degree. So you might not find what you want, even if you are a happily married man or happy with your partner. You can still be lonely for outside stimulation. So how are you going to get it? You've lost your friends at work. You've lost the fellows you'll have a couple of beers with after Friday afternoon, after the driving the truck or working at the work site. That's all behind you now. What are you going to do? You've got to make the effort to make new friends, make new acquaintances, build up a new tribe which supports you, pats you on the back, cheers you up, sympathises with you. You need that. We all need it. So how can you find it? If you're a bit of a shy person, not so easy. But you know what? There are literally thousands of really friendly, gregarious, loving people out there. You've got to believe that. And you've got to reach out. I can tell you one of the things that happened to me. I was searching around trying to find something to do. I got this telephone number of this organisation, phoned it and spoke to a lady, very cheerful lady. She said, "Oh, I belong to," and she rattled off about half a dozen things, organisations she belonged to in her retirement. And as she went through them, I said, "What's that one?" U3A. "Oh, U3A, she said, that stands for University of the Third Age. Come around to our place now, we're having a party." And as it was, she was only 10 minutes drive away, so I went round and the house was absolutely crowded, packed with people, all talking about various things, and that's where I learned about U3A, the University of the Third Age. And that's what led me into taking classes with U3A and eventually running my own class for 8 years. Terrific. But it wouldn't have happened if I hadn't have reached out. As I've said, there are many, many people out there belonging to organisations only too happy to have you join them. You can find these organisations close to you by Googling. Just check with Mr. Google. There'll be places, there'll be people, there'll be organisations within a reasonable distance of where you live. Check them out. Make the phone call. Arrange a meeting. Go around and see them. Turn up at one of their meetings. Get an invitation to go along. It all depends upon you. They won't come to you. They don't know you're out there feeling lonely. You've got to make the first effort. I know it's not always easy. It certainly wasn't easy for me initially to make friends outside of my work environment, but I did it, and I've done it several times, and I'm loving it. 28 years retired. 28 years retired. Excuse me. I took voluntary redundancy in 1995. It's now 2023. 28 years retired. Still happy with it. Still getting along there. The go-go's gone down to a go-slow, but I haven't got to the no-go stage yet. And I don't think I will for a while yet either, because I have friends outside of my own house, my own home. I have things to do. You too can do the same. There's no point in being lonely. You don't have to mix with people all the time. You can come and go. You can involve yourself as deeply as you like or as shallowly as you like in these organisations. It's up to you. But my advice to you is, if you're feeling lonely, be courageous. Make the telephone call. Attend the meeting. Join the organisation. Make new friends. Have a new tribe. Have more and more people around you, and you'll be the happier for it.